What's up, YouTube? How y'all living, man? It's your boy OG Bam. Wednesday night question and answers. Excuse me. Uh, come with the questions. I got the answers, baby. Come support the channel. Hit that like and subscribe. Let's have a wonderful live, y'all. Where the frontliners at? Tap on up in here. It's your boy OG Bam, trying to bring you a nice live for the night. Somebody had asked me, Killer Cali. He said, we always talk about G dudes and the men. Let's talk about some of the home girls. Hey, man, let me speak on some of my young home girls that I felt was with the business, right? We had a crew that went to school with Jobo, Lebo, and Kirk. They was called the Honey Girls. Kathy Green, Baby Mel, Noni, Nita Hicks, a few others, and Kathy and Baby Mel, they was with the business, man. And they wasn't no ugly ass females. They was what they call themselves honey girls, man. But they was front hood lets and pocket lets, man. They got their crip on. And Kathy and Baby Melanie, listen to me, man. Melanie had a child by the homie Lionel Whiteside, resting in peace from Mona Park. Melanie Henderson was with the business. She had a squabble. Got four people in here, one like, man. We got to tap it in, man. We got to get in here. I seen Kathy beat up a Paru boy, man, up in Centennial. I wasn't even going there. I came up there, because one of the honey girls was my girl, right? I seen Kathy put tips on a motherfucker. A Damu man from West Side Paru and whooped on him like she was a dude, right? He couldn't handle it. And at this time, Jobo was her dude, so if she lose the fight, Jobo gonna pick up the slack, right? But her, Kathy Green, Melanie, Noni, Bina Piper, Nita Hicks, they was with the business. Bina was the shortest one in the crew, but they was with the business, man. We had a lot of homegirls running through Compton that was with the business, starting with the historian, the legendary, the legend itself. Crip County was with the business. There you go, Blade, tapping in, checking in from Georgia. There you go. But listen to me. Shit, we had Reed from the South, and that's them from the South, man. I mean, from the Tanners, man. The Tanners homegirls that was with the business. Nutty Block had every hood, and I can't call them by their name, had reputable homegirls that represented the hood and stayed down for the hood. And they didn't just fight other girls. They got out with dudes, man. Some of them talk just as raw dudes, right? I done seen my homegirl Melody stand up to some motherfucking men. They be barking like, I don't need my motherfucking homeboy. I can handle my own biz. You feel me? And she, hey, watch this. And she stood up for her crown, man. I mean, Crip, it was Crip less just as raw as she Crips, man. I can't take nothing from them. You understand what I'm saying? Even from LA, especially when I ran in with Duck Nil and Lil Mike Nil, Lil Mike from 9-7 East Coast and Duck from 8-9, they had homegirls, man, that they was with the business. So I can't get Crip less nothing but 131%. Because that's what they was about. Some of them had reputable dudes, so they was staying down like they do. They kept the reputation that they dude had. They created their own reputation, not because they was hooked up with a reputable Crip. They stayed down because they built the name for themselves in this Criplet circle. You understand what I'm saying? And some dudes looked at girls that gang bang like it wasn't nothing, right? But about time, like the girls that gang bang with me, when we was in junior high, about time they got to high school, watch this, man, they kind of gave up their banging. They was still from the neighborhood, but they didn't have a boyfriend in the neighborhood no more. Their boyfriend was either in West Side, Paru, Campanella, something like that. They started messing with other dudes that wasn't Crips. But that didn't take nothing from them because them dudes didn't come in our hoods shooting at us. They wasn't setting people up. You understand what I'm saying? One of my partners just got at me, man, right before I wanted to do this live. He told me to look at an old video of a Damu dude talking about dudes who cut on him. Mainly he was talking about his people, right? And it was a trip. I was listening to this dude, and he was saying, on the level 4 yard, I'd have lined it up to anybody. If I'd seen him in the county jail, it could have been 100 Crips. I'd have lined up with all of them to fight head up, right? Hey, who told you it was all about fighting when you go to jail? Watch this, man. Why these dudes on the streets, you want to shoot each other, but when you go to prison, you want to just have a head up fade? Or you don't play with weapons no more? Or now you come to jail, and now you scared to pick the weapon up. Wait a minute. But as soon as you see your enemy back on the streets, you want to pick up a gun and shoot him. No. Watch this. I ain't taking nothing from the brother that was saying with the Damus got cut on him. And you feel me? But watch this, man. It's a trip. Now, I'm speaking on what this man was talking about. Because I see a lot of dudes get on YouTube, not Keyways, talking about other Crips got cut on them. This dude say Damus that got cut on him is disloyal to their hoods, right? How the fuck he know when he don't know who got cut on him? And then watch this. If I didn't run across Damus that ain't up on UBN and ain't up on BL, but they fall up under the structure that BL and UBN is pushing on the main line. You understand what I'm saying? So, see, prison has changed tremendously, man. You get these dudes come up in there, they killers on the streets, but they want to come to prison and just fight. They don't want to pick that knife up, right? Then he was saying how they Belizeans, they different than everybody else. Watch this, man. I know a whole lot of Belizean Crips, right? And ain't nothing wrong with sticking with your people. You understand what I'm saying? But don't stop trying to spread fictitious rumors of what cut is and what cut ain't. Because a Keyway or a Damu got up under paperwork didn't mean he was disloyal to his neighborhood. Say it again, Blake. That don't mean he how you doing, Michelle? Sure miss you. I'm gonna tell Kel back. But check it out, man. Because a person got up under paperwork don't mean he was disloyal to his neighborhood. I was one under paper. I wasn't disloyal to my hood. I never did nothing to no Compton Crip and one of my homies in the pen. You understand what I'm saying? Then you need to understand something too. Even when it wasn't no paperwork, CCO, Blue Note, Bloodline, or UBN, Bloods and Crips was still DPing they homies based on negative behavior in prison and in the county jail. And if your homies wasn't there, you still got DP. So who betrayed you then? It ain't no cut now, but you got DP. If you watch this, man, I done seen Crips in the county jail before I knew it was Blue Magic or CCO, whoever it was, that if they turned down a fade, he can be from Hoover, Compton, East Coast, gangster, whatever, 9-0, whatever. Long as he was a Crip, if he turned down that fade from somebody, believe me, man, we gonna be standing on the sideline like, hey, cuz, you got to get that. And if he didn't step to the plate with that squabble, he was gonna get got. Much love to you too, Michelle. So listen to me, man. Let's stop spreading this fictitious shit, this propaganda about dudes that was on the paperwork. I was CCO, but I was still from Front Hood Compton Crip. I was loyal to Front Hood Compton Crip. I just represented CCO. That didn't take no loyalty from me representing where I came from. When a person asked me where I was from when they came to prison, man, I'm from Compton Front Hood, man. That's where I'm from. And watch this, man. When you already got a name for yourself and you're a reputable individual from your individual cliques, people already know. You got people already saying, oh, that's Compton Bam. That's Front Hood Bam. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, that's Rolling 60 Kev Mac. Oh, that's Santana Black Turtle. Them CC Riders, that's gangster nip. So come on, man, let's keep it 100, man. I watch this, man. I watch this. I wasn't mad at nobody that didn't turn CCO. I wasn't mad at nobody that didn't turn Blue Note. Because watch this. People that wasn't on the paperwork still took a side of what collective they wanted us to be associated with. So don't get mad because you wasn't chosen to be a part of something. Didn't nobody recruit you? Didn't nobody address you with it? And then when I hear him say, oh man, that's a sign. I hear the blood dude say, man, that's a sign of weakness with Don Moves that got up under UBN and BL. Watch this, man. UBN and BL might have been created because y'all was so outnumbered. In the county jail, Bloods could not walk freely around the LA County jail. Y'all could not just walk freely around the LA County jail without somebody knowing who you was, and y'all was gonna get got. Because when we was in that county jail before we hit prison, we in the county jail gang banging. Crips strived on going at Damus in the county, robbing white boys in the county. That was our daily activities, man. From 78, 79, 80 to like 82. Till they opened up 4800. Then when they opened up the Crip margin, put majority of the Crips that was on the main line in the Crip margin, guess who became Russ getting at us? Here come the Hispanics coming. And then some of the Damus is doing this. Man, I ain't gonna help them motherfuckers. They're my enemies. So who the real coward? The blood that had cut in them or the blood who didn't have cut in them? Now, I don't want y'all to get it wrong. Man, my partner from Tree Chop when I was in the Army, they used to always say he wasn't turning down nothing. That's some Compton shit, huh? That's some Compton shit, man. Let me share something with you, man. I'd rather fight my enemy than fight my motherfucking homies. And I know if I turned down FaZe when I was an active gang member, what was gonna happen with my homie? I wouldn't give a fuck what kind of name I had for myself. Cause ain't nobody bigger than the law, man. You feel me? Ain't nobody bigger than the F, man. If you fuck up, you got an issue coming. You understand what I'm saying? But I know Don Moves that went in that county jail, man, that couldn't hide because they was repping the Don Moves. And they wasn't hiding in that county. Joe Valentine, Stanley Pitch and them. They wasn't hiding up in there. We knew who they was. And them just dudes, their reputation was so immaculate, they was already known for handling their business with the gunplay and with the squabble. That didn't nobody, watch this, they got a pass. Like, hey man, he with it. That's wasting your time because if he lose, he gonna want to go right back at it. So let's not stop trying to belittle brothers that was on the paperwork in the county jail, in prison, man. Because watch this, man. That paperwork helped a lot of Damus and Keyways be able to survive in the penitentiary. Not because you was just cripping. It wasn't just because the CCO, the Crips was able to survive in prison. We was able to survive. Crips was able to survive because we had the numbers to survive. The structure of CCO brought some form of structure and organized unity, not just unity, organized unity. You understand what I'm saying? Where you had enough, the Chiefs and the Indians. See, for every good soldier, it's a good leader. For every good follower, there's a good leader. But every good leader had to be a good follower. That's not a bad thing either. And people misconstrued all that. You understand what I'm saying? I read one of the comments when I was watching. The brother was saying, "Oh, the Crips and the Bloods that had structures. We wasn't no different than the Emmy. Only thing we wasn't doing was charging taxes. And no, man, we were totally different than them. So we loved each other families. Watch this. Yeah, did we have people take things personal when they got to the streets and did something to a person personal? Did they watch this? Was shots called from the penitentiary on people? I'm gonna speak from a Keyways point of view. Now, wasn't no shot sent from prison to do nothing to no Crip on the streets. Now he might have did an issue on his homies probably got with him when he got to the streets. That's what happened. But what you need to understand is, man, When you do anything to any wrong person, whether he up under some paperwork or not, hey, it's consequences towards everybody actions, man. So that's what you need to start understanding. Let's not belittle the homies that was under paperwork, because I don't belittle the homies that wasn't. You understand what I'm saying? I represented Front Hood Compton Crip, man, although I was CCO. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have no regrets behind being CCO. Watch this, man. Certain dudes from Compton get hit that wasn't CCO by CCOs, yeah. Did they had this did they had that lick coming? In my eyes, they did. But watch this. They knew it too, though. They knew it too. But see, this is the cold part about it, man. When I was looking at that video my homie told me to watch, the same Damu was saying this, that Bloods, SBLs, and UBNs was busting up, doing shit to their homies that wasn't cut. Why y'all no form of retaliation? Why you didn't do that? You understand what I'm saying? Check this out, man. Don't knock somebody that's trying to elevate what you represent, because you're afraid of the evolution to the new world order, any type of get out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna help. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him, Texas. But listen to me. We got to always 22 watching and 10 likes. I don't understand that, but we got to all stop coming trying to belittle everything a brother did in prison. What year did CCO and Blue Notes started? CCO come out like in 82, man. Blue Notes come out like in 84. I can be wrong on when the Blue Notes come out. I became CCO in 83. You understand what I'm saying? I joined CCO in 83, but I was already in prison like 4 years. You understand what I'm saying? And stand down for my crown. See, before it was CCO or Blue Note, there was a constitution called Blue Magic. Big BJ from Harlem's created that on the level 3 yard Solidad. You understand what I'm saying? Big CCO came about because when Blue Magic hit San Quentin, no, man, we ain't finna have this division. Consolidated Crip organization. We consolidated ourselves. A lot of people thought everybody from the 60s automatically fell up under the CCO. They thought everybody from Compton fell out based on the leadership of CCO. You understand? But that wasn't true either. Everybody from Compton wasn't CCO, man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the only front hood that was CCO. You understand what I'm saying? I used to tell my homies when they come to Penn, "What's up, Fire West? Don't get up under nothing." So this is what you got to start understanding. This is how you get a whole lot of misinformation with people just saying shit to say shit, man. You understand what I'm saying? I was listening to that dude, man. That dude said, "Yeah, I lined up with 100 Crips in the county jail." No, you wouldn't have, brother. You can't get a fade with 100 Crips. Because if you watch this, man, if I'm in a room with 100 Damu, I wouldn't even want these fades. Because if I beat one, I got to lose all fights. They ain't finna let me win no fight. Whether it's head up or not, I can't win the fight because they're gonna pack me out. That's their hidden agenda. Or we gonna let you get yours in. I remember last time I went through the county, man. They came down from the pen and went through the county. I seen a brother help another brother take his shit to his bed. Then say, "Man, I need that fade after we get through." It's 20 of us in the dorm, and it's 100 Mexicans. Now, why would this brother want to fight this dude because his hood don't get along with this hood on the streets? But it's Mexicans in the motherfucking dorm with us in here for killing brothers, Crips, or Bloods. See, this is what you didn't see in LA County Jail. Hey, let me rush this Mexican because this Mexican killed my homie, my hood beefing with the Mexicans. Why? Should we keep it 100? Should we say because they was afraid of the Mexicans? I ain't finna say that, man, because that's the only thing they knew how to do. And that's the enemy's agenda, divide and conquer. If we can keep them going at each other, we can always be able to get the best of them. Because see, watch this. They good at rushing us when we 30 deep, and they're 150 deep. You understand what I'm saying? And what you all don't seem to get, 3 or 4 brothers might get sliced up bad, but when after the tear gas clear out, you see more of them with broken, busted lips and busted noses and black eyes than anything. Because from the shoulders, so too many of them couldn't fuck with us. They couldn't fuck with brothers. We had to stay down for what we do. Did I ever do time with Big Rebo? No, man, I never did time with Big Rebo, man. That's my homeboy, though. Let him rest in peace, right? You know, I never did time with Big Rebo. When Rebo was in Soledad, I was in Old Folsom, man. My little brother was in Soledad. Inch resting in peace was in Soledad with Big Rebo. I know Rebo from the streets, though. You feel me? Last time I seen him was at the square, the store in Nutty, right? But listen to me, man. Stop trying to belittle brothers that was under paperwork in the pen. Because we ain't do nothing to represent Crip to the fullest, man. You understand what I'm saying? While I was CCO, I represented Front Hood 131%. I gave Front Hood 131% in prison. Because my hood don't represent me. My hood don't carry me. I represent my hood. See, if I look bad, that means my hood look bad. So that means I had to look good. Do people like it that dudes get under paperwork? Yeah, because it's an old myth about going to prison. The first thing people tell you about, because they don't know, is don't become a BGL. Be careful, they gonna slide something up under your door. I done heard 100 people tell me that, but that I never experienced that in prison. You understand what I'm saying? You get people that say these things and never experienced their motherfucking self. They just be talking, going by what they heard. Watch this, man. There was a whole lot of dress up Crips and a whole lot of dress up Bloods in the pen. Every Blood in prison didn't put in work. Every Crip in the pen didn't put in work. I didn't see police talk to some inmates in that motherfucker like they was lesser than human. I ain't finna say talk to them like they was a woman, because I know some women won't let a motherfucker man talk to them like that. But I didn't see the COs up in there disrespecting men. But watch this, man. But when it came to Crips, no. When it came to certain dog moves, hell no. I was one, police couldn't talk to me, no indicate, put your face on the wall, move it in, make, man, who the fuck you think you talking to? I don't get down like that. Still BGF, still active in California prison. Yeah, they still active, man. Hey, watch this, man. Only individuals die from the organization. The organization don't die out. JAMA is going to stay, long as it's going to be a California prison, it's going to be JAMA, which is BGF. It's going to be that. Long as it's going to be gangs in Los Angeles, it's going to be Crips and Bloods. Crips and Bloods ain't going to never die out. Now, you can start a hood today. You can say 2nd Street this. But if they black, they going to be saying 2nd Street Bloods and 2nd Street Crip. They going to always put a title on what they are. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the concept that people don't seem to grasp, man. They come with their own ideology on some shit without realizing what the fuck they saying. Because they trying to put a 100 on a 10, and they trying to be more than what they are, right? See, this is what people don't tell you, man. How when that county jail was so vicious when the Crips and Hispanics so-called having war with each other behind some shit from the streets, the dudes that wasn't Crips was allowing Hispanics to stab Crips while we was cuffed up. They was walking out the tanks. They wouldn't even assist us. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm a Crip and know numerous other Crips that wouldn't allow that to happen. I know some Bloods that if I'd have been that would have been in the tank when they rushed me and some of my homies in the tank, and I was in the Crip march when this happened. They would have rushed us in the tank, man. Listen to me, man. It wouldn't have happened. Because these Damus, like, yeah, I'm a Blood, but that's still a black man. See, that's what I won't never forget in prison. When I first went to prison, man, I started in DBI. So I was gang banging. But when I hit that level 4 yard, man, the Cuse is one of the ones that told me. I'm on the bus with him when I first hit level 4. They don't gang bang on level 4 yards, man. It's about that race shit. It's all about sticking together. Yeah, we know where we from, but we got to stick together. Have I ever had a scrimmage in Old Folsom with Damus? No. Did I have a scrimmage with Damus and New Folsom. Later on in the game, we did when prison started changing. It happens, but we try to tame them situations so it won't get blown out of proportion. You understand what I'm saying? You can go in prison now today, man. What's up, Billy? How you living? You can go to prison today, right? And if a Mexican or wood in any yard, not just level fours, any yard, because it ain't a whole lot of woods on level four. If they do something to a brother before if it don't erupt right then, people gonna be expecting that click that brother run with, don't initiate the contact, it might not happen. But if you going to chat with some solid brothers that's really for this black shit and with that Crip shit and with that blood shit, when they see a different race attack a brother, it goes up. It ain't about where you from. You black. Because watch this, man. They don't come out they cell. Hispanics and Woods do not come out they cells. Let me just say Hispanics. Hispanics ain't coming out they cells in these prisons, man, saying we just gonna rush the Crips. We just gonna rush the Bloods. They coming out their cells saying, today we want to get at some blacks. So let's get them. You understand what I'm saying? That in the back of their head, they might hoping that we might not want to help each other, but they know that's humanly impossible. We got to stand up for each other, man. Because if it's not, we gonna all get lost up in that desert, man, in that war. You understand what I'm saying? Look at some of the prison riots, man. Y'all see 5 motherfuckers rushing one brother. But when you at the all the smoke clearing, the gunfire shot, it's more motherfucking people getting shot than got stabbed. Because a lot of them, watch this, man. All of them don't come with a knife. And every motherfucker that's walking with a key suit don't know how to use it. So my advice to you, if you're in prison or if you're planning on going, if you don't know how to use that key suit, don't pick it up. Because somebody might take it from you and use it on you. Because you got a knife in your hand, don't automatically make you a killer. You got to know what you're doing with that knife, just like with a gun. But what I don't understand is dudes get on these YouTube channels and say, oh, I want to have a fade in prison. You wasn't looking for a fade on the streets, you was looking to kill another brother. But now you come to the pen and all you want to do is fight. Why? Because you're scared to go do that shoe program. If you stab somebody, you're scared to catch some more time. And well, check this out, man. My advice to that is tuck your flag. Tell a motherfucker you don't bang no more. You feel me? I'm gonna send it to you, man. It's 7 years old. It's 7 years old. Little young Belize dude talking about brims. I was looking at it earlier today, right before I got on here. But listen to me, man, because I took a nap, like I said, and woke back up. And I looked at it. And I'm not taking nothing from the brother. I don't know no better. But I'm here to tell y'all, though, man, it's a trip how brothers, they want to pick up a gun every chance they get on the streets. But if they go to prison, all they want to do is buy a fucking cell phone. If you can't afford one, use your homie's cell phone to get you some motherfucking drugs and smoke some weed or drink some wine. You understand what I'm saying? And rest want to fight your enemy. But on the streets, you want to kill your enemy. Watching you on the big screen with 5 of my nephews. Is that right? But listen to me, man. This is the things we got to deal with. Then we got to deal with dudes that saying, OG's this, OG's that in prison. And they ain't never been to prison they motherfucking self. You feel me? They ain't never been to prison they motherfucking self. Just got out yesterday, can give him a word. I got to catch that again. I'm going to see it. Listen to me, man. It's a trip on how dudes who ain't never been to prison always got something. I just got out yesterday. Can you give me a word of advice? I'm working on all of them. Check this out, man. My word of advice, brother, same way you conducted yourself in prison, conduct yourself the same way on the streets. Be slow to speak and quick to listen. Don't trust everybody. Don't associate yourself with nothing but winners. And anybody that's giving you a sack or throwing you a pistol, they got the wrong intentions for you, man. They're giving out a whole lot of jobs out here. Find you a job, brother. Find you something better to occupy your mind. is sitting at home playing a PlayStation all day and smoking a blunt. Find you a good woman. Because jail definitely teach a black man how to appreciate a black woman. It taught me. You understand what I'm saying? Don't come out here falling to the traps of the neighborhood, because each neighborhood got its own problems right now. And some of these problems got to be solved, and you're not the one supposed to come home solving it, because it ain't your era no more. See, watch this, man. This is what people need to understand too. OG's got a position to play now, and it ain't on the front line. OG's supposed to be advisors. OG's supposed to allow their little homies to reach out to them and ask them for advice. OGs ain't got to post up. Because watch this. These real youngsters ain't out here posting up. These real youngsters out here conducting their business, chasing money, trying to live their life and have bread, man. Them the youngsters I like fucking with. Ones that own businesses and shit. So reach out to your young homies that got a business. I'm pretty sure they're gonna help you find you a job, my brother. If you don't want to work, start your own business, because it's easy to do. I came home, did that. Started Bam Affordable Paint. And I still paint on the side, like I tell people. But don't come out here and become lazy, because you wasn't lazy when you was in that penitentiary. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna hear people gonna question you about prison. People always question people about prison. Everybody's so infatuated about what's going on in prison, right? But this the cold part. Why you want to question a motherfucker about prison now that he on the streets, but when he was in jail, you didn't give a fuck about writing him? That's crazy to me. I changed my life and I represent Jesus Christ, promote peace, like your positive advice. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. You understand what I'm saying? And based on what that brother just said, I heard some dude got at me one time. He said, man, gangs don't let people, you got to be forced to represent your hood. RH, what it do, man? Tell some stories about your brother Vader. Oh, man. Check this out, man. What can I say about my big brother, man? My big brother, hey, man, my big brother he was an awesome cat, man. I miss my big brother, man. That was Vader T, man. Vader T, Vader was a player, man. My big brother was a hell of a shortstop, too, man. You think he was Joe Morgan when he got up to bat. Used to do his arm like Joe Morgan did. Used to play for Cincinnati Reds. Him, my brother, Ricky Joe, my brother, gave my first joint when I was in 8th grade. Let me smoke my first joint at Ricky Joe house on 134th. Smurf lived in that house now, my hood. My brother Floyd, my brother Vader, Floyd Hodge, Clifford Ball, Ricky Joe, the homie Joe Fields, all them ran together. John Greenwood when they was at Willowbrook. John Greenwood, Ricky Price. My brother went to school with Darren Nelson. All of us went to school together. Big George McIntosh that used to live in Carver. Curtis Daniels from Carver, Al. Larry Southers. Him and my brother played basketball together, right? My brother went to Bourbon Day before he got kicked out of Bourbon Day, man, for selling weed. Came to Centennial, and that was like kind of fucked my little career up at Centennial, because now he is at the hot. When I got to Centennial, that means he got to be there with me. You understand what I'm saying? But my brother, he was a player, man. He was a suave type of cat, man. Got one son, his son named Lil Vader, my little nephew. He's a preacher now. And watch this. This the cold part too, right? I used to be one of them crib dudes, so man, there can't be no bloods in my family. My big brother's son used to be from Lanes, L.A. Lanes, man, called himself D Lane. He was used to rap his ass off. Turned his life around, got away from the gang thing. He a minister now, man. He's a minister in the church off El Segundo and Avalon, right? He gave my brother, got two beautiful granddaughters, man, Lyrics and Ecstasy. Both of them from the baby Ecstasy to the oldest one, Lyrics. Very intelligent young ladies. Young lady and a baby. They very intelligent, man. And my great niece Lyrics, man, she be going to the gym with her daddy, my nephew, little baby. Look, she got hands, man. She got hands, so watch this. I ain't got too much to worry about when it comes to her, because I know she know how to defend herself. I'm really impressed on how my brother's son is a real My all my great nephews, man, when it comes to their kids, they're real responsible. They're positive role models in their kids' life. They're perfect fathers. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I admire most about them. My brother died in 1989. I was in the pen, man. That bothered me. You understand? Him and Turtle died the same year. That bothered me, man. I miss my big brother. You got me kind of feeling teary-eyed down. Man, I don't even know why you asked me though at our age. You feel me? Some people you can talk about when I wanted to cry. And I can go through that with some of my homies. That's why I don't talk about my homie Baby and BJ a lot. A Turtle. Because it's real emotional when it comes to talking about some of my homies like Kirk them or Bay them. You feel me? I get emotional with them. My homie Doc them. But back to what I was originally saying, I got to cut that one short, all right? So don't get hot at me, homie. Let's stop trying to belittle what you think OGs is coming home trying to do, man. Because OGs ain't trying to do nothing but come home and create some good stuff. Can we get a good OGQ story? One about his love for the homies. Hey man, every young dude my age that was under Cuse in prison, Cuse wasn't just a mentor to us, he was a big brother to us. And you had to have some type of fire in you in order for Cuse to embrace you. I don't know about nobody else's opinion, but if you didn't have that spunk in you, or the heart in you, or the potentials of being a rider, Cuse wasn't trying to build a rider. Riders is born, they ain't made, man. A soldier is born, he ain't made, man. It got to already be in you. You can't find that overnight. You can't stick your hand. It's not like peeling a straw to cap and say, oh, I'm gonna be a soldier today. But Cuse wasn't just a mentor to us. Cuse was a brother to us. Cuse was a dude that didn't like young homies in my generation being misled. So he didn't assassinate people's characters. He used to just tell us to pay attention. Keep your eyes open. You understand what I'm saying? Don't believe watch this. Everything that glitter ain't gold, man. And that's what I learned from Big Cuse. You understand what I'm saying? I used to see how Cuse carried himself in the pen, man. Cuse was when you start saying it's one man wrecking crews, and I said ain't no one man wrecking crew. But if you give put people in them type of categories, you got to put Cuse in that type of category. Because Cuse was one of the shortest motherfuckers in prison amongst Crip dudes. If it's a Crip, I can compare it with Cuse from Compton on the same respect level, mentorship level. It's my big homie Harold. Cuse wasn't no set tripper. Long as you was with the business, didn't have no smut on you, you had that in you, that fire in you, that spark, Cuse fuck with you. Cause he seen something in you, he seen himself. Like don't nobody fuck with somebody that don't see something in themselves when they grab youngsters, man. Cuse was a dude that we gravitated to Cuse. You understand what I'm saying? The way he exercised, the way he conducted himself in there. Then when he established a relationship, like me and Cuse had a relationship, we used to say each other's first names to each other in the pen. That was our way of joking with each other, clowning what our first name was. What's up, Sherwood? What's up, Gilbert? I got love for Cuse, man. Cuse is a reputable big homie. You understand what I'm saying? Cuse was a dude that deserved to be on the streets. It was dudes like him and Sumo and them deserved to be on the streets. You know what I'm saying? As well as other homies. Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to misconstrue what I'm saying. Cuse Cuse is today still a reputable big homie that I had the utmost respect for. You understand what I'm saying? I like the endorsement that he had gave me too. You understand what I'm saying? And do what people need to understand, man. People don't endorse busters, man. Kim Mack, Cuse, Melly Mill, them, Gangsters, them, they cartoon them. Real soldiers don't endorse busters, man. Uh, I don't even know what a buster is because it ain't in my nature. You understand what I'm saying? That's the best story I can give you when it comes to Cuse and my relationship. Hey man, I ain't never seen a whole lot of little motherfuckers bust on no big motherfuckers. I ain't that little. I didn't bust on a few motherfuckers. But when the two shortest trips I ever seen bust on some tall motherfuckers was keep some whiskey from Santana. Turtle little brother, resting in peace. My homie. You understand what I'm saying? Bigger Scarby was a beast, a little dude, but he didn't know how to do no running. But you got to understand, man, everybody got their own enemies based on their loyalty to themselves. See, when you loyal to yourself, you're going to stay loyal to Crip if you're a Crip. If you're a Damu and you loyal to yourself, you're going to stay loyal to Damuism. It ain't about if you CCO, Blue Note, Bloodline, or UBN. If you loyal to yourself, you're going to be loyal to what you represent. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. All change is not good. Some change is bad. But I'm here to tell you that CCO wasn't a bad thing in prison, nor was Blue Note. And I wasn't a Blue Note. We had a mini scrimmage with the Blue Notes, but I still have love for Blue Notes. I was selfish with a Blue Note. Sports big brother. That's the big homie to me. You understand what I'm saying? Lavelle was a solid brother. Sports was a solid cat. Bobo, Coop Nim. I know a lot of Blue Notes, Turtle Nim, that I have the utmost love for. So I didn't watch this, man. If a motherfucker hit the yard and they saw, man, he a Blue Note, that didn't mean I wasn't gonna fuck with him. He a Crip. I'm gonna fuck with him. We got to have communication in order to have a Crip court have some form of unity. We wasn't just on the yards trying to go at each other, tear each other down, man. We just went through our little scrimmage, and that was it, and that's all. Ain't nothing in prison personal. Some dudes take things personal. I was one that didn't. I never came home tripping on some situations that happened in prison on the streets. I done ran across dudes I done bust on in prison on the streets. You understand what I'm saying? We don't talk about Vertus Swan enough. Man, Vertus Swan is a solid homie. I wish Kel Mack would do an interview with Vertus. That's why I'm not going to give you a whole lot of Vertus Swan stories. I want him to present it first, so I can be able to elaborate with it. You understand what I'm saying? And go into detail with it. Because I was on yours with Vertus. I didn't see Vertus perform on some shit. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how it be, man. We got to learn to not believe the propaganda, the myths, and the lies on YouTube when dudes are saying what OGs is in the pen doing. We got to stop believing what you see on Big Hurt show. We got to stop believing brothers who ain't never been to California prison, they saying the Crips and Bloods was letting the Mexicans just take over shit and smash us. Oh, man, that wasn't true. We were staying down up in there. I mean, when I say stay down, we were staying down. Yeah, they hit some of us. We hit some of them. But guess who was the most victims came from motherfuckers being shot on them yards, man. That's what the drama, and a lot of the drama, watch this, man. When riots back in the day, old folks from San Quentin, when the riot happened, the main line go on lockdown. We still go to the yard in the shoe. So guess where all the drama be at now? It be on the shoe. Yeah, you might spear a Mexican might spear you. You might throw a bomb in his cell. Might hit him with a blow dart when he being escorted down the chair to go to the shower. But a lot of the drama going on the yards, on the Hispanic, the Emmett yard, the NF yard, the Yama yard, the Crip yard, the Damu yard. Some of the drama comes on that yard because dudes, watch this, man. Dudes' names come up in bullshit. It's time to pay the piper, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what's wrong? Say if it ain't no paperwork, CCO, Blue Note, UBN, Bloodline, and homies get DP'd in there. What's wrong with your homie being DP'd when it ain't no paperwork, but when it's paperwork, you mad at the person that was under paperwork for DP'ing your homie? Because watch this. 9 out of 10, you already knew what your homie did, and you didn't do nothing about it. So who more wrong? If I knew my homie was already filed and didn't do nothing to him, she should have put me in the hat too, because I ain't do nothing to him. I didn't do nothing to rectify, to correct the foulness, right? So who more wrong? When you allowing your homie to keep you leading your homie astray, because you ain't got at him about the shit you done heard of what he done did. So you allowing him to stay and parlay, but you know he gonna get got. So who's wrong? You or him? I want y'all to marinate on that, man. Watch this. But you imagine if you was in prison. I'm talking to the people who ain't never been in prison. Could you imagine somebody sliding something under your door that you don't know? Can you imagine a brother come to your cell, say, hey, bruh, and slide something up under the door and say, read it? Would you accept that? Would you kick it back under the door or would you pick it up? I believe you'll kick it back under the door because that somebody would have did that to me. That's exactly what I'd have did. I'd have kicked it back up under the door. Hey, man, I don't know you. I don't know who this for. You got the wrong cell. So let's start paying attention, man. Watch this. Let's use our head for more than a hat rack, man. This ain't what it's just for. It ain't just for a hat rack. Speaking the question is wrong and the wrong you are that homie. I don't understand. You got to say that better than what I'm reading off from Texas. But listen to me, man. I didn't have people ask me have I called bad shots. Yeah, I did. But what you need to understand, man, when I first went to prison, the quickest way to get a person stabbed in prison is to put a snitch jacket on. What they doing today on YouTube, just call anybody rats. And if this snitch jacket come from a reputable person, 9 out of 10, we gonna believe it. And we gonna attack that person. That person that got the jacket on is gonna get attacked, unless he can clean it up. He produces his transcript, he cleans himself up. But listen to me though. But like OG Houston taught us, as well as Sue Martin taught me, Havron, Scarby Tabari, Pretty Tony Neal, Marcellus Neal, my big homies taught me this, right? When a motherfucker put a snitch jacket, when I first went to prison, man, the person that put a snitch jacket on somebody is the person that got to go at that person. Because if you don't go at him, somebody gonna go tell him, man, he put a snitch jacket on him. And if he respond to that, that's saying he ain't no rat. Now, I ain't never seen too many people have snitch jackets put on them and didn't respond. And the ones did respond, let a motherfucker know he wasn't no rat. So that's like calling a man a bitch. Instead, you call him a rat. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to be careful of what you call a man in prison. Watch this, man. Prison breeded a whole lot of envy out of people. Some people wanted to be chiefs because they couldn't be good soldiers. So they automatically thought they could be a chief. Everybody's not born to be a chief, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being a frontline soldier, though, man. I don't care. I'm a good foot soldier, man. I'm a frontline soldier. I never been to the penitentiary. Just did time in Santa Rita. That's open. I know what Santa Rita is, man. I know where that's at. You understand what I'm saying? When I got expedited back to LA, when they had a warrant on me, I didn't know I had a warrant. I got busted in the Stanford Mall in East Palo Alto, man. Right? One of my robberies was trying to rob Macy's in the Stanford Mall. What's up, OG? Did you know Cal Ray from Front Hood? Do I know Cal Ray from Front Hood? That's my little homie, brother. Watch this, man. I know damn near everybody from my neighborhood. The ones I don't know by name, I know by face. And majority of my homies, watch this. 99% of Front Hood know of Bam or heard of Bam. They know me personally or they know of me. I know them my whole every generation in my hood, from the old to the young to the in between. You understand? Even from the home girl. So when I'm the type of dude, when I come home and meet my little homies, first thing I say, who your family is, and I get to talk about their grandmamas, their granddaddies, your aunties. You understand what I'm saying? Some of them mamas and daddies went to school with me. And they love what I can tell. That I give them the history of what Front Hood used to look like and how it used to be. Cal the homie, that's right. Cal Ray the homie, man. But listen to me, man. Back to Cuse. Cuse one of the solidest brothers I met in prison. I got a whole lot of love for Gabriel Bell, man. What does Tam and Puddin name mean? Name always come up when people talk about Pirus. I mean, you can't, hey, Pinocchio, you can't mention Piru if you don't mention Puddin, Tam, or LB, AC, bartender. You feel me? I mean, those them dudes, man. You can't bring them names up if you don't have China Dog, Stanley Pitts name. When you hear them names, it's Piru. You watch this. That's just like Front Hood. It's names in my hood. You got, in order to talk about Front Hood, you got to talk about these individuals. And I'm glad I'm one of the dudes that can fall in that category. So I know when my little homies go to the pen, names they ask when they ask about their big homies, they say, you know, Bam, you know, Lebo, you know, Kirk. You feel me? Hey, Blade. I don't know if he's a troll or not, but last night he said he was donating and didn't donate. So that might mean he's a troll. I don't know, right? But Tam, and Puddin, you can't mention those as names you got to mention when you bring up Piru. You understand what I'm saying? So this is question and answers night. We got the trolls in here. You do a hell of a job, Blade, at getting rid of them. So don't worry about it. Just keep doing your thing, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Because nobody can leave Puddin out. That's why. So let's get that real straight. Hey, can't nobody leave Puddin out. Why you say that, Austin, Texas? Did you know Puddin? I like that one. Cause watch this, man. I'm a Crip dude who say I done been in Puddin house. I done said that 100 times on mine. You know, so let's get that real. I like that one, man. Yeah, you got to, their names got to come up when you talk about Piru, man. They was there when it happened. You understand what I'm saying? So we can't take nothing. Watch this, man. I'm not one of these OGs that's gonna belittle another OG because he represented something else. Puddin was a dude that earned his out there. He put in work for West Side Piru. Not just West Side, he put in work for Piru. In a real way, huh, Austin, Texas? But listen to me. So that's what we got to look at and understand, man. OG Bam ain't here to belittle no brother that represent any forms of Damu sets. You understand what I'm saying? I got a lot of love for certain Damus. LB, Stanley Pitts. You understand what I'm saying? Zach, I was talking about last night. Baby, not resting in peace with villains. A lot of love for him. You understand what I'm saying? Craig from the 20s. That's my big homie's cousin. A lot of love for him. Cash out the jungles. Looney B out the jungles. Red Flag out the jungles. It was in Tehachapi with me when he first come to the pen. These is those that I got a whole lot of love for. I ain't see your question, Peter Arnold. You jumped my question, Big Bam. I ain't see your question, man. Where's that? Oh, do you have a video telling how you got your prison term in prison? Wow, man. No, I ain't got no video. Watch this, man. First time I went to prison, I went for robbery. Got a 13-year sentence. Day for day came out, I ended up doing 6 years. Got out, went back for a hot one. Got out after doing on appeal, did a manslaughter. They dropped to a manslaughter, did 19 years, 8 months. Stayed out 45 days, went back, got busted with a half a gallon of water. Right? A lot of my prison terms was some violent shit. Right? I was a dude, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I remember the first time I got out of getting released from prison, one of my homies from Santana, he said, man, let me have your number, man. I said, for what? He said, man, why don't you send me a pack? I said, shit, I might be in prison tomorrow. Because I knew what I was going to the streets to do, man. Just like when I got out this time, I knew what I was coming to do when I came home. I was coming to get my life together, right? I got tired of looking in an 8x10 cell every motherfucking day. I got tired of pulling a motherfucking curb to shit because I gotta sell it. I don't like flushing the motherfucking toilet when I shit. You understand what I'm saying? Even though that's a habit now. But I don't like that. My girl tell me, why you got to flush the toilet every time you sitting on that motherfucker? Jailhouse habits I done brought. I can sit on the toilet and cut the hot water on, think that smooths somewhere I can help me use the bathroom. But I thought going to prison, man, I'm gonna keep it 100. I thought going back and forth to prison was cool. Going back and forth to prison was not cool. You understand what I'm saying? I know what it feels like to get a life sentence, and then you go back down on your appeal and they take that L off you. Because you're under assumption, you trust and believe this. They letting lifers come home, but it was a time where lifers didn't never think they'd be coming home. You understand what I'm saying? I remember a lot of my homies was getting life before I ever got one. They were saying, man, I got a Buck Rogers day. What's Buck Rogers there? And people coming home. A lot of us look younger than some of these brothers that's been on the streets. You feel me? So prison do preserve the right man. Watch this. If you don't let your time do you and you just do your time. You understand what I'm saying? I did a lot of time in them SHU programs, man, and that preserved me. It gave me time to think about me. Solitude is golden. People need to take advantage of that on the streets every time they get a quiet period to themselves. I find a quiet place for myself every day, at least for an hour, just me. Don't fuck with my phone, don't watch TV, don't do nothing. I just deal with myself for an hour, meditate on my life. I took that from Lil Bobo from Raymond. I used to see Lil Bobo sit in his cell, man, with his legs crossed on the bottom bunk and be meditating. If you go to the door and hit the door, he wouldn't even say nothing because he'd be deep in meditation. I seen Fred from PJ started yoga up in the pen amongst himself. He taught himself to do yoga. You understand what I'm saying? So prison has taught a teaching person that this is not a place to be. Yeah, we was here prison. Don't go to prison as little boys growing up in the streets. But watch this, man. What motherfucker didn't think he was going to prison? He was out there breaking the law. Thought he was gonna always get away. Or you might get away today. But if you go robbery today and get $50,000 a day, what the fuck you going on to robbery tomorrow for? If you just came away with a $50,000 lick. No, ain't no need in you doing a robbery. What I should have been doing when I was robbing and out there selling dope, fuck being in addiction at one time. Because when I was in my addiction, I wasn't robbing and stealing. That's the only time I was scared to rob and steal. I was scared. I didn't want to go to jail. I wanted to get high, so I wasn't robbing and stealing to get high, right? But when I was hustling and robbing, I was fucking off money, buying cars, trying to get Taylor's dead, buying Gators and Crocs and ill-skinned loafers and shit. Watch this. I was caught into that materialistic shit when I should have been investing my money, trying to buy me a motherfucking house or something. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm on that responsible tip. Before I turn 65, man, BAM Affordable Payment gonna be on somebody's building. That's a promise to myself, not to the world, to myself. And I claim that. I didn't ask God to give me that, and I didn't claim that. I'ma have that because I paint my ass off. I don't want to work all my life for somebody. Oh, the paycheck is good. Don't get me wrong. It helps me do the things that I need to do. It helps me help my woman pay mortgage. You understand what I'm saying? And I love that. But I want my own, man. I want to be able to leave something to my great nieces and nephews. Because I don't have no biological kids. I got some step kids, right? But I want to be able to leave my great nieces and nephews something. Say, man, my great uncle left me this. I just told the dude today, man, when I got off work, right as I did that live, right? I said, when I get my income taxes, I'm going to spend about $400 on some lottery tickets. Not scratchers, lottery tickets. I always say I want to hit a lottery, but you can't hit it if you don't buy a ticket. So I'm going to try my luck next year, man. I'm going to buy me some lottery tickets, man. If I don't spend $400, at least $150 worth of lottery tickets. And I don't want to hit the big Powerball lottery, but if I do, back to the community that I came up in and that I helped destroy. My goal is to look out for my people, man. That's my only intent, is to look out for my people and my family. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all almost at that hour time. This was a nice live. I guess I ain't got no more questions coming because I don't see none popping in. I got 36 people up in here with 33 likes. So that's pretty good, man. But y'all get them likes up, man. Get them likes and subscribe up. Help your boy. You understand what I'm saying? Tomorrow's Thursday. Check this out. I'm off on Fridays and Saturdays now. So you know tomorrow's like a Friday to me. So life is good, man. So with that said, y'all donate to the cause. I might have a special live for you tomorrow with my homie Big Boo. Get at me. We already talked. We're going to show y'all what front hoods do in a positive way. That's going to be one of my next live. I'm going to make sure it happens. We're going to go out and feed the homeless and pass out blankets and stuff for the people in the cold, man. We're trying to orchestrate something. We're trying to get this inner city. Listen to me, man. And I want y'all to trust and believe this. We're trying to get this inner city youth sit down off the ground. So I got to ask y'all again. This is the only time I'm going to ask you. Hopefully y'all donate. Donate to the inner city youth sit down that I'm trying to get up off the ground. I want to have about February or March of next year, man. $1 to $5. Donate to $sign GBAM131. Don't be shy. Don't have no ill feelings about doing it. Dig in your heart, man, and contribute to a worthy cause for the Black people, for the Black youth, man. Because talking to them makes us feel better. Talking to them sets them on the path of positiveness, not on the path of negative. They don't need negativity in their life because all they doing is seeing it now because we out there putting it out there in the atmosphere. So if don't nobody mind, donate to the cause, man. $sign OG Bam 131, man. That's it and that's all. From $1 to $5. Anything else is coming from the kindness of your heart. All OG Bam is actually to donate from $1 to $5. $sign OG Bam. You understand what I'm saying? $sign OG Bam. You were doing it. You say I'm with doing it. Alex Alonso interview. If Alex Alonso reach out to me and him can talk. And I'm pretty sure you know the people that we talk. If I ain't mistaken, I talked to him before. I think Melly Mill put him in with me earlier this year sometimes. He never gave me a call. But if he give me a call, and check this out, I check in with some people. I don't never want to put myself in a fucked up situation with nobody. See, I believe in checking in. It's a difference to check in with than you hear these other people saying it, right? And I'm gonna check that out. Austin, don't worry about it, brother. I'm gonna check you out. So again, man, before I get up, I've been here on an hour and 3 minutes. If you throw some questions at me, I'll stay in here. But I'm asking y'all, man, I got 37 likes in here and 33 people, right? So the live is going cool. $1 to $5. Donate to the work cause, man. $sign OG Bam 131. Stop denying something good for the community when we can contribute to a whole lot of negative shit to the community. Ain't it about time we try to contribute to something that's positive towards the Black community? Let's bring this, let's talk to this youth. That's all this is for, y'all. And with that said, man, if ain't nobody else like 38 people, 34 people and 38 likes. I'm loving it, man. Help me get these likes and subscribe up. Subscribe to the channel. I'm always trying to keep the positive energy coming through on this live. Nothing negative, no negativity whatsoever. I got great moderators that eliminate all the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? For all those that the frontliners that tapped in, I salute y'all. For all the people that just tapped in, subscribe to this new, man. This is where you're gonna keep it. I'm gonna always keep it real. Good night to you too. Midwest, what's up, man? What makes the paint job pop, OG Bam? What makes the paint job pop? Because watch this, man. I can spray your house and be dead with it in 7 days. I can roll a single story house by myself. Roll it and trim it, even with bars on it. Change termite wood and put new wood up and be through with it in 14 days. No less than before 14. Give me 12 days. Because when I start working soon as the sun come up. That's what make BAM Affordable Paint job pops. I'm real good at my jobs. I don't make no mistakes. I don't spill paint. You understand what I'm saying? Then after I paint, if I do the inside of your house, if you get scars on you on in the inside of the wall and you can't get them off, if you don't buy that semi-gloss paint, don't get it off. I leave the paint there, and you got 90 days to come to call me back, and I'll touch up whatever free within that 90 days. Oh, and I give out contracts, man, and I'm affordable. That's what make my ain't no job no higher than 45, and it don't go no less than 2,500. I'm real affordable. BAM Affordable Painting is directed just to my people, to the Black community, because I'm not trying to dig my hand in no man's pocket and no woman purse. Because I understand you got a family to feed and bills to pay. But if you want your house to look great, hit your boy OG Bam if you're in LA County, man. With that said, donate to the cause, y'all. Donate to the line. Oh, man, I'm a cut master, man. That's how I really learned how to paint. I'm a cut. Hey, watch this. Hey, Midwest, I don't even put tape up to do no cutting. I'm a cut master, man. You ever thought about doing a documentary, writing a book? I know you got a good testimony with a positive message. Praise our Father. Watch this, man. I'm looking for a ghostwriter right now because I ain't got the patience just to sit down and write it. If you know one, send them my way. I'm looking for a ghostwriter right now. If you want to do a hell of a documentary on me, reach out to me, man. I'm here. If anybody need a mentor in a gang intervention or whatever, I'm here. I'm here. That's what I wanted to hear. Hey, thank you, Midwest. Thank you. So again, man, before I tap out, I'm asking y'all, man, I got enough people in here. Salute to you too, my brother. I got enough people up in here for y'all to go in your pocket, man. $1 to $5. Donate to the inner city. You sit down. OG Bam. $ OG Bam 131, man. With that said, if ain't nobody told you they love you today, guess what? OG Bam love you. Y'all have a blessed Wednesday night, man. Peace.